Hey, what's going on everybody? Today I'm going to be talking about shoulder peeking or jiggling. If you don't know what that is, then I'm going to show you this brief clip of Tarek shoulder peeking Brax.
Bomb's outside long right now.
Okay, there's two upper.
One's up and one's here.
Mine. Come down, man. Another one.
Fucking Tarek.
So the funny part about that is Tarek's shoulder peeking over and over and over and over again, and Brax's has great trigger discipline and he doesn't shoot until Tarek jumps out and looks like an idiot. But so the point of shoulder peeking or jiggling is to get the opper, or most of the times the opper, it could be anybody, but get them to shoot. If it's an opper, it's so you can then immediately push because he has to fall off to cock the op back. If it's a rifler, it's to make them give away their position. You can do this on the T or CT side. It's mostly going to be on the T side, trying to get like positioning, like right here at long door. CT side, you're going to do it retaking a site. But so just a little like, I don't know, not preview, but like showing you what the other guy sees. So you can be double scoped in here. Some people hold it very tight because they think they're Kenny S. Some people hold, like I would probably hold this about here because I know that's where like my reaction time is. If the guy like completely swings out, I can probably get him by the time he gets here, and I don't have to risk flicking over. So like holding it here, I would have to flick over, which adds more time. If I just hold it here, I can just shoot him. Some people, like a silver level or gold nova level, you're gonna see them hold this very wide, so they have time to adjust to anywhere that the guy goes, because the guy's not gonna peek it properly. Most likely he might jiggle it, or he might just full out swing. He may not even stop and just like push. So it really depends on like what skill level you're at. If you're at a lower skill level, I would not suggest shoulder peeking or jiggling, just because the opper most likely won't have the reaction time to like shoot over because he saw something. He's probably just gonna like let it happen, or maybe move his crosshair over, and then wait for you to do it again, and then you get shot. And I do not suggest you do what Tarek was doing and go over and over and over again, because as you could see, if Brax just moved his crosshair over a bit and he knew that Tarek was gonna like shoulder peek over and over and over again and it wasn't a meme, he could have easily got him. But at that point it was going to meme status, so he didn't just flick over and kill him. So once you get the opper to shoot once, you're really not going to want to do it again. So ways to jiggle peek. Alright, you can do it far away from the wall, like so this is technically the wall that you're going to be walking in and out of. You can do it up close, you can do it far away. Most of the people are going to be doing it up close just because it's much easier to manage if you're actually peeking into the angle or not, and it goes faster on their screen. The closer you are to the opper, the faster and harder it is for them to hit you when you jiggle. So you can do it from far away. I don't know, I kind of like far away a bit, just because I can manage if I'm peeking into the angle or not. Like the max I want to go on a jiggle is like this far. If I'm up closer, I have a bit more leeway. I could probably do like that and he wouldn't be able to hit me. But you just got to be careful of your teammates blocking you or clippings on the wall blocking you. So you're gonna like want to test it out, or at least know the angle beforehand, if you're gonna get stuck on something. So like there's this right there, but luckily it's clipped over, so I can't get stuck on that. If it wasn't, then I'd probably get stuck on it and block myself and die. So there's that way to do it. There's also the strafe way, where you're like, so you're about to peek into the angle, and as soon as you're about to see the angle, you turn and you just go back. So very much like that. That's really nice. This is probably my favorite way to jiggle peek, just because as an opper, let me press the right button, as an opper, if you see somebody jump, your instinct is that they're just going to jump out to the angle, and it makes you flick up and they go back and you miss and you just feel like a fucking idiot. But it's very useful. So what I'm doing there is, if you don't know how to strafe, it's what you're doing when you bunny hop. It's like jumping, and as soon as you jump, you hold down either A or D. You can do it with W or S. I suck at that, but it's like holding W, and as soon as you jump, you hold D or A. So jump, and then you switch back to A, D, A, D. That's how you bunny hop, by the way. But if you're doing it for a shoulder peek, alright, or a jiggle, you're going to basically do the same thing. You're going to hold W, jump, and then press D, and then right before you see the guy or see the angle, you turn your mouse, and you just keep holding D. So your mouse will guide you to where you're going to go, and you're just holding D so you don't lose your momentum while turning. And then there's another way to do it. It's W and then counter strafing with S. I don't suggest doing this unless you have really good movement. I don't have super good movement, so I don't do this just because I'm not confident in it. But you can jump and then press S, and it will immediately stop you. So watch this. If I'm holding W and I jump and I tap S, I immediately stop. So like, I immediately stop where I am and I just fall. So what you're counting on is the opper to think that you're going to like continue to run out, and they over flick while you just drop back down and go back in. But if they're holding it really tight and they have bad reactions and they don't even think to flick over, they might just shoot, and you'd be dead ski, and you don't want to be dead ski. So very simple, very simple. There's that. There's that. You can do it reverse. I would say like turn into the wall that you're gonna do, well, like that you're peeking from, so you can start off wide and then get up close, because if you're starting up close and then trying to get wide, you're gonna swing into that angle and you'll be dead ski. And once again, you don't want to be dead ski. So there's a couple ways to do it. There's that, there's the up close, and I would suggest having your knife out. I don't remember if I've said this or not, but I would suggest having your knife out because your movement speed, if you look up top left, you may not be able to see it, but it's velocity 250 with my knife out, and then with my gun out, I'm getting to 215. So you do go faster with your knife, in case you didn't already know that, which just makes it a bit harder for them to actually hit you. So that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a good day.